second you say Dracula, someone in your head will pop up. An image will pop up of a man, maybe in a cape, maybe with, you know, a big widow's peak. I don't know, maybe even a Sesame Street character. I don't know, depending on who you are. So we wanted to make sure that our Dracula, this Dracula, my Dracula, was going to be different from all of those other images. And I think we wanted to make him a warrior.
My father was a great man. A hero, so they say. Sometimes the world doesn't need another hero. Sometimes what it needs is a monster.
We are going right back to the original source material and to the man, the real human that walked, you know, this land where we're in today in Romania.
He was a 15th century Romanian ruler, a real character, a real person that was born in Transylvania and then became ruler of Wallachia. It's really important to be mentioned Vlad's historical real name was none other but Vlad Dracula III. He was son of Vlad Dracula, the father, and the family name was Draculești.
As history shows, he was a very successful military leader. He was a fighter, he knew strategy and was able to protect his people quite successfully for many years against the invasion of the Turkish Empire, which was basically flooding its way into Europe and then over, you know, and nothing could stop them. So it's quite, he's left his mark in many different ways.
The historical character that, according to chronicles, impaled more than 15,000 people.
His methods could be abusive for democracy, but the results, and especially the results that were transmitted from century to century through legends, through myths, and afterwards, especially in the second half of the 20th century through propaganda, made him a very popular character. Vlad the Impaler, of course, used this residence as his headquarters, his government headquarters.
The official release of Dracula Untold was a huge benefit for us in terms of publicity, in terms of putting Bram Castle on the map. Bram Castle was the perfect location for Bram Stoker to get inspired by when creating the Vampire's Castle in the book, simply because it's in Transylvania, even if at the borderline. And when he wrote the book, it was well maintained. So there's a 14th century medieval military fortress that was really good maintained. And probably because of the describings and the sketches and the drawings from the ages.
Vampires have been a very popular subject, and around the world in different parts, vampires represent many different things. Some more real than others, and you know, they're in Eastern Europe. They're still, you know, treated as quite a real thing, and there are lots of different sort of ceremonies go on around graves and all of that stuff. So it's not completely fictional, I think, to a lot of people, and I think that's probably why it has such a longevity.
Drink, Dracula.
Welcome to your life. What's happening to you?
I'm the thing men fear, not a ghost, something else.
There's a room where the light won't find you.
I see the devil inside him!
Walls come tumbling down.
Do you think you are alive because you can fight? You are alive because of what I did to save you!
The world